Kapseret Member of Parliament Oscar Sudi's statement that was so careless has put William Ruto in trouble today. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to Kenyan Media Podcast, where we talk politics, we analyze politics, and also we give you news updates as they break. So today, I want us to talk about a video that has been doing rounds in social media of Oscar Kipchumba Sudi while in Nandi County. He went to a funeral service of the late Evelyn Jerobon Sugut. While addressing the mourners in Nandi County, Sifuna gave a recap of what happened yesterday in Olkalau in Nandi concerning Rigathi Gashagua, how Rigathi Gashagua scored his master, Oscar Sudi's master, William Ruto. He attacked Rigathi Gashagua over his sentiments and further made a careless statement that has put William Ruto in trouble. In fact, he said that William Ruto will have the next term. Even though the votes will not be enough, they will add other votes so that William Ruto will be the president. Adding votes. Kuongeza, tutamuongezea. When a leader and a close friend of William Ruto says that, it indicates a lot. That shows perhaps William Ruto and his minions, they have a plan of stealing the 2027 votes. And if they do that, you know, the Gen Z have really warned them. If they do that, and then Kenya, there will be another warm, hot demonstrations as compared to what happened in 2024. Here's the tip.
Wacha nikuambia wewe wa Mnyoro mapema, si unanijua. Hii kura tutakushinda na hiyo timu yako asubuhi saa 11 asubuhi mapema. Hiyo watu wote unaona hata wamekaa hapo. Hiyo kura hata isipojaa tutajaza.
You've heard him. That is Oscar Sudi speaking a careless statement. In fact, he gave a very careless statement. I don't know why William Ruto associates with the people who are so careless. I don't know why William Ruto loves, being closer to the likes of Oscar Sudi. These are people who can build you or destroy you completely. But I don't know, perhaps there is a way William Ruto uses them for his strength. That statement alone Oscar Sudi made today is enough to tell Kenyans that there is a strategy. There is a conspiracy to steal the votes. There is a conspiracy to rig 2027 elections, and it's something that cannot sit so well with the electorate. It will not sit so well with the opposition team. Now that we are heading into a hot showdown towards or rather ahead of the 2027 election. Here also, Oscar Sudi pointed out Rigathi Gashagua yesterday during the funeral service of the former Olkalau MP David Kiaraho. Gashagua took the stage in front of the President William Ruto and said so many things. Among them, he told President William Ruto that he will never get votes from the Mount Kenya region because those people from the Mount Kenya, they hate betrayal. They hate those people who betrays their community. Many people said that perhaps Rigathi Gashagua, the former deputy president, will chicken out, won't speak in front of the president and say whatever things he has been saying outside here, or rather while on top of his vehicle, while addressing residents of Mount Kenya region. But Gashagua shocked many people in Kenya. He took the Kenya Kwanza battalion by surprise because they never expected that Rigathi Gashagua would be so brave, so intelligent. Even the way he was attacking the president, he was attacking while smoothing them. He only went rough towards the Kikuyu MP Kimmani Chunga. In fact, he called him a kid. Watoto. That's what he was referring to them. He told the president, if you want to work with the people of Mount Kenya region, avoid using kids like Kimmani Chungwa, who have betrayed the community. Those people, they are not needed actually in the Mount Kenya region. And that is the reason why today Oscar Sudi, was breathing fire from Nandi County. In fact, he said that Kimmani Chungwa is someone who has kids, someone who has a family, some of his kids are in university, is someone you cannot call a kid in front of people. Therefore, he took offense on what Gashagua said. And in fact, he said that even after William Ruto is done with the 2 terms, the likes of Kimmani Chungwa and those people that William Ruto has nurtured politically, will he steer the country towards the right direction? Will be the president, will be the deputy presidents of Kenya and the days to come. Therefore, he told Rigathi Gashagua to stop attacking Kimmani Chungwa, and he should have his own agenda. And instead of talking about Kimmani Chungwa, talking about Rigathi Gashagua, talking about President William Ruto. And also, he pointed out what Rigathi Gashagua said about Kindiki, the deputy president Kithure Kindiki. And if there is one person who have really suffered, who has really suffered in the hands of Rigathi Gashagua, is this man Kithure Kindiki. Kithure Kindiki has really suffered. Every day, every time, Gashagua is there imitating him, calling him Soprana. In fact, Gashagua sees loopholes in everything that Kithure Kindiki says. Yesterday, he dismantled Kithure Kindiki simply because Kithure Kindiki said that in Olkalau, UDA will take the seat. Gashagua said that, Kithure Kindiki has been spoiled by Ruto because in their culture, in the Kikuyu culture, you don't inherit someone's position even before or rather before he is buried. Therefore, he took offense in what Kithure Kindiki said. And that is why Oscar Sudi was so bitter. He told Rigathi Gashagua to mind his business and leave alone Kithure Kindiki because he's honest, he's someone who is loyal, he knows what he's doing, unlike him when he was in that position. In fact, Sudi was regretting why, they chose on Rigathi Gashagua in the first place to be the running mate of William Ruto in the 2022 elections. He was really regretting, but then we know it is politics, that time Rigathi Gashagua was a saint, was an angel, but right now they hate one another because they stand in different banks of the river. This one is on the other side, Sudi is on the other side. But what caught my attention is the last statement Oscar Sudi made, that if the votes will not be enough, they will add them so that William Ruto gets another term. It's something that has put William Ruto in trouble, and the Kenyans are asking themselves whether William Ruto really is planning to steal the elections. I don't know what you are thinking, but you can write whatever your opinion is on the comment section. Equally, subscribe, like, and share our content, and hit the notification bell as a way, of getting notifications each and every time we bring in a new